Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
All right. Let me drop down my advertisements. Because that's right, chats. It is time for our traditional Friday end of stream video. Yes, chat, it is Scott time, and he is doing a knife that thinks it's a wheel gun? Should be interesting. Let's check it out.
Hey, W, hey, do you got a pocket knife? Am I wearing pants? You're actually wearing overalls. There you go.
Good lord.
Thanks.
Now that's a knife. Holy. That is an appropriate size knife for W. Where can I get one?
Boy, did your daddy never teach you how to use a knife? Yep. No. Thanks. Yep, no problem, anytime. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today I have some knives, but these are no ordinary knives. These things are actually guns. These are made by Gun, and I have two flavors today, 22 long rifle and 25 ACP. The barrel to this thing is located just above the blade, and then if you want to load it, you just push this little button. The whole handle opens up, and then you'll see there's a cylinder in there just like a revolver. Once you're loaded up, close the handle, push the little button, and then if you want to fire it, you just turn this little lever, and then your trigger pops down. And then you can hold it this way or this way, and then just pull the trigger until you're out of ammo. And when you're out of ammo, that's okay, because you're left with a giant knife. I am very excited to try out both of these knives today. I have lots of stuff for us to test them out against, including a ballistic dummy.
This is literally the ultimate fixed bayonets. Holy crap, this is like literally, oh my god. This is literally bang, 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 I'm out. Fix bayonets! Aha!
I have zombie torso. So now let's go get set up and get started. You know, the only thing I hate more than spam is spam. But thankfully there's companies out there like today's sponsor, Aura, and they clobber spam. You know, there's companies out there called data brokers, and they make billions selling your personal information to marketers and scammers. But thankfully, there's companies out there like Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital security, and you may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like having a pistol but no ammo. But that's why I always carry a backup bat.
Holy shit!
With Aura, you're going to get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and more. And US-based support available around the clock if something goes wrong. So how does it make you feel that these companies are making bukus of money off of your data? Tell you how it makes me feel. It makes me really mad. Well, if you want to do something about it,
No. The chicken didn't get circumcised. The cock got circumcised. Because, gentlemen, remember to circumcise your cock.
you can swing over to aura.com/Kentucky, or you can click my link in the description down below. And when you do that, you're going to get 14 days free. And during that 14 days, you will find out where your personal information has been exposed and sold. Again, a big thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's video. Now let's...
It's already small. Oh, Atanashi, bless your heart.
Get back to it. All right, first things first, we're going to try them out and see if they work. I'm loaded up with 22 long rifle in the red and 25 ACP in the green. Here we go.
Okay, no, wait. I have to address this. Anyone remember Gunsmith Cats? Yes! I fucking love Gunsmith Cats, both the anime and the manga. I fucking love it. The manga is better because the manga went into so much more detail and storyline. But yes, I absolutely love. I love Gunsmith Cats. Rally is a fucking queen, and Minnie May is she is a pint-sized bag of fucking TNT who is also just an absolute fucking hornball. Loved it. Not to mention it took place in Chicago, so. And I also did love Misty. I love Misty too. Probably because Misty got tied up a lot in Gunsmith Cats, so I really liked Misty. You never heard of Gunsmith Cats? Oh my god, great manga. They got turned into an anime. It's an anime that takes place in Chicago. It's about the hit character Raleigh Vincent, which she is basically a gunsmith slash like really good sharpshooter, and she's a detective. She has a partner, Minnie May, who is like an explosive expert who looks very. Minnie May is probably one of the original lollies, and so like she looks pint-sized, but she's actually like an adult. But she looks young, so she's like one of the OG lollies. And it's them basically working detective cases, going on like crazy ass adventures, sexy adventures. It's pretty rough. There's a lot of like gun info. Like they talk about wet firearms in the manga in great detail. It's kind of why manga's so cool. They go really detailed into the subject matter, and so they talk about guns in it. And it's just overall, it's just a really kick-ass manga series and anime. She didn't look lolly in the anime. Yup. No, in the manga. In the manga, she looked lolly. And like they even said, like she looked very young. That was like a point of note, is that she looked young, but she was not actually young. She was actually like, I think she was like 20 or 21 or something, but she was an adult, but she looked very young. Because the one breaking the house scene. But yeah, like one of the things is at the conclusion of the manga series, Minnie May was going to be getting some kind of elixir from one of their contacts to try and make her look older. That was one of the whole points at the end of the manga, is like they like to try and get something to actually make her grow and make her look her actual age.
Up a 22 long rifle in the red and 25 ACP in the green. Here we go. Oh!
Nice.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it's odd. The needing to constantly like do your hand like that to reset it might be annoying for rapid fire.
So, check out my fingers. What?
Oh, good.
There's all.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is tracing already existing palm lines, and that the knife did not create these lines in his paw. Wow.
There's all kinds of like soot and I guess just burnt gunpowder, muzzle blast, whatever you want to call it, coming out of this thing.
Yeah, it is. 22 can be dirty.
Hands. I definitely don't think you're going to get past airports.
Oh, the Russian assassin from Gunsmith? Yeah. Okay, so she didn't have a pistol knife. She had a spring-loaded knife. She had the Russian assassin in Gunsmith Cats had the knife that was basically a spring. It was like it was a spring fire, so it would shoot the blade out. Yeah, it was a ballistic knife. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word for it. Yeah, it was a ballistic knife. So it didn't shoot guns. It wasn't a switchblade. It was a ballistic. It didn't shoot guns, but it would literally fire the blade. Like she would hold it out and she'd press a button and the blade would literally shoot off the handle like a bullet into the target.
Security after shooting one of these things. All right, let's try out the 25 ACP.
And yes, the Russian assassin was the main BDSM trafficker.
Oh, I'm upside down. Let's go this way.
I'm really curious how accurate he's going to be able to be with this.
I'm going to go ahead and say that the 25 ACP is more pleasant to shoot than the 22 long rifle.
Less dirty. Nice.
I did not feel as much muzzle blast coming out of that. You know, 22 long rifle is just a dirty round, period. Like if you shoot a 22 much, you know that it fouls up your gun a lot. So that seemed a lot cleaner. I think.
How do you traffic BDSM? Slave trafficking. Just BDM style, like BDSM style slave trafficking. Like very pretty young girls in bondage gear, looking all sexy and getting trafficked to buyers. That's what the reference is.
I think I'm going to go with the 25 ACP so far. We got some pretty important events coming up. The first is the 250-year anniversary of America. And the second, you only got one more week to win the Ballistic Bandit. And I know what you're thinking. Scott, I already have 1 million shirts. Well, guess
It's really a shame
what?
25
Now we
ACP
got
didn't get more
decals.
popular. I
We
think
got
25
bronze, silver,
ACP
and
is fairly
gold, and gold
popular
will get you
in like
30
pocket
entries.
pistols.
Or
I
if you
still
wanna pick
think
up
it's
some
actually pretty
merch, my
popular
new
for that
shirt this
caliber.
week is my 250-year anniversary shirt for America, and every $5 you spend on Kentucky Ballistics merch will get you 1 entry to win the Ballistic Bandit. Can you imagine
think
this
it's a
thing
functionally
parked in
dead
your
caliber?
driveway?
I thought it was still pretty
1978
popular for
Pontiac
pocket
Trans Am,
pistols.
custom built by Trans Am Depot, custom roadster shop chassis, Texas Speed LS motor, 4-wheel drive, and all the amenities of a modern vehicle. Can you imagine grabbing your Walmart pickup order and this bad boy? Forget about it. You are running out of time. You only got 1 week left. Pick up some merch or a decal and
Bye.
get entered to win the Ballistic Bandit.
Well, 22 is never gonna die because it's incredibly cheap to make. That's why it's never gonna die.
Before we stab and shoot Mr. Zombie, I want to try out a few other things. I'm loaded up with 22 and 25 ACP.
This could be fun.
Again, let's stab this water jug. Oh, okay.
That was pretty effective. Like, people often forget that 22 is actually a good caliber. 22 has a lot more penetrative capacity than most people think. Don't forget, when we were watching that old Demo Ranch video with let's see if we can shoot a burglar hiding behind a fridge from next door, their first shot with a 22 went a lot further into the house and into the fridge than they ever anticipated. I want one. Yeah, I would like one. Yeah, 22 is a severely underrated caliber only because they don't, it's not frequently used it's not used by police, and you don't hear about it being used in shootings very much. You don't, every time you hear about, unfortunately, this is unfortunately, but unfortunately, every time you hear about something in the news with a shooting, it's never a 22. It's usually either it's a heavier pistol caliber, like a 9mm, or if it's a rifle caliber. You don't hear about it being 22. You don't hear about hunters using 22s for when they go hunting. They always go with 308. But 22 is legitimately an underrated caliber in terms of the penetration and the damage that it can do.
I'm gonna have to admit, that created quite a bit of pressure in my hand. I don't know if I got a little too close with that or what, but my little ring finger really felt that. I'm curious if this has something to do with how you hold it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way. No, it's still just as bad with the 22, but 25 ACP, that's not as bad. Oh,
You just got jammed.
oh, there it goes. Up next, I have a giant grapefruit and a cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is up first. Let's give it a good ah!
Oh, nice! Very nice.
What in the world? I'm gonna give him another ah! And a ah! And a ah! 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 Ah!
Okay, this is the part where I'd be concerned about. is notice how easily how he's holding it. Look at where his finger is positioned. He's got his forefinger here way off. So what if when he squeezes the trigger, because he's not going to full grip on it, granted, he is wearing gloves, and that's a good safety. That's, for safety, of course. But what if by, the hand positioning is not great, because if he clenches his hand out of just like instinct when he's like gripping the knife to squeeze the trigger, he grips it on the blade. I don't want him to do that. Yeah, and his finger's not forward of the barrel. And I think even if he gripped it, I don't think his finger would be forward of the barrel.
I don't recommend that technique when you're at a family barbecue or something like that. You're going to cause quite the ruckus, and you're going to really make your cantaloupe taste weird. But that was pretty effective. Let's have a look on the inside. Yeah. Look at those wound channels. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
Okay, moving on. Let's shoot the grapefruit. I'm going to stick it right there. That looks pretty good. 25 ACP. Here we go. Not bad.
Okay. Okay. Juicy. Oh, that was a good one. You know what? I would love to see. I'm going on the assumption that he's doing like full jacketed rounds. I would love to see him using, because I'm pretty sure they exist. I would love to see him using hollow points to see what kind of damage these hollow points would do. Like do a stab and then shoot and be loaded up with hollow points. I'd be really curious to see what level of damage it would be.
We have our exit holes there. See if we can bust this thing open. Oh, yeah.
Good. Do you know where my mind just went to? Oh, no. Oh, my mind just went to something. How many of you know about the grapefruit video? How many of you guys know about the grapefruit video? Okay. I will not explain it now. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, we got a lot of, actually, we got some unburnt powder in there. All the way through, all the way on this side. That's interesting. Okay. Now I know these things are made for up close and personal, but I'm curious if I can hit something at some distance. So, scenario, you encounter a giant rooster, and you gotta shoot it.
It's a head on backwards. He put the cock's head on backwards. He jerked the cock so hard its head is up backwards. Seriously. That takes some skill.
With your knife guns, I'm gonna start out with the 22. Let's see here, and you know what? I'm gonna do the upside down technique because I feel like I can kind of aim with the blade. Here we go. Whoa! Look at that! Look at that! 22 pretty stout, huh? Look at that, just knocked him down. Wow. I'm pretty impressed. So I actually am pretty impressed. I have tried out things similar to this in the past, and it's very hard to hit anything with them. I know this is a big target, but I'm still impressed that I was able to hit him that many times with the knife gun. Pretty cool stuff. And took his whole head
actually
off.
pretty good
Our
rifling
rooster
if he was
has
able to keep good
resurrected,
grouping.
And now I'm going to try out the 25
And his head is still backwards.
Here we go. Oh, got him. Got him. Got him. Hey, these are pretty accurate. I mean, that's not bad. But he's still not down. Up next, I have two targets that I think I'm going to regret. I have some pimento cheese and some sour cream.
No.
Stupid. This is stupid. I shouldn't do this. Here we go. 25 ACP first. Uh-oh. 25 ACP is first. Here we go.
It looks like it left the fucking dookie pile behind. Look at this. Watch when it falls over.
Here we go.
It looks like it literally left a pile of dookie behind.
What? That was hilarious. That is so gross. All right, pretty effective. Now let's do the sour cream, topped off with pimento cheese. Here we go. Oh, gross.
That was much more kinetic.
That was pretty good, though.
But yeah.
It's actually quite a bit of energy transfer for a 22 and a 25 ACP. I'm going to say that these could possibly be nothing to shake a stick at. All right, now it's time to finally shoot and stab Mr. Zombie. I'm going to start out with just shooting at him and no stabbing, and we're about
Okay.
7 yards back. Okay, here we go. 25 ACP first.
Clavicle. Wait, did that? Wait. Did that go through? Hold up. That went through. He said this was 25 ACP, right? 25 ACP. Full penetration through the clavicle. Wow. And into the cheek. That one stayed. That one went out. That one went out. There's the jacket. Head's in the way. There it is right there. So that one went out.
All right, I'm out of ammo. 22. Let's go check it out.
Solid. Good hit. Okay. That one skipped off. That one skipped off the shoulder.
It appears we have some very interesting results. Take a look at this thing's sternum. Right there. I believe those are 22 and maybe 25 ACP also stopped on his sternum.
Great. Now that's interesting. Because we give credit for the 22 for penetration, but the sternum stopped it. That's interesting. Because think about it, on a human, the skin might actually be a bit more resistant than the ballistics gel, but the sternum is probably close to the same like thickness and strength of a bone, and the sternum stopped the rounds. Yeah, I mean, it would suck, it would hurt like hell, but you'd live. You'd survive. True, yeah, true with well, it's a knife pistol, I'm not sure I would compare with a proper pistol. If I was to hazard a guess, there might be less rifling in the knife pistol, if there's any rifling at all. We haven't been able to see down the barrel of the knife pistols. It's possible these things have no rifling at all, and if there's no rifling, that would make a difference. There'd be no spiral, which would reduce penetration. So if that is the case, yeah, okay, I can see that. But like if there is rifle, yeah, well, the barrel, I don't. Yeah, it's probably shorter by about I would say about an inch. I think based on when he popped open the knife, I'd say the barrel is probably about an inch shorter than a compact like pocket pistol. I do think that the rifling is what would make the difference, though, in terms of like being able to penetrate through, like building up that speed, being able to penetrate through. But I don't know. I don't know.
That is pretty wild. Here we have some hits that actually passed all the way through him. I believe those are 22. Looks like I've got a 25 ACP back here that stopped inside of him.
Nice.
And other than that, I think we had a few misses. We hit right there. That went all the way through. But I'm out of ammo. So you know what that means. I guess I'm going to have to stab it. All right, here we go. Ah, holy cow. Got that whole blade in there.
Right.
Let's try this one.
Good hit.
Oh, okay.
That cut through the chat. That cut through the sternum. He literally was able to cut through the sternum with that. Look. You can actually see him cutting into the sternum with the blade. That is a sharp fucking knife.
I'm going to say that these right here, these Milligun gun knives, work really well as knives. That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Didn't break our tip.
Nice.
And we did not break our tip. That's awesome.
Nice. Yes, it's a zombie model. That's all he ever
I
uses.
stabbed him right in the bone right there. Like, I wonder if we could make it through that. Tell you what, that one says Kentucky Ballistics on it. Let's not use that one. Let's use this one. I'm going to see if I can make it through the sternum with it. Here we go. Oh, you kind of nicked it. Oh. I broke my tip. I broke it. But you know what?
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna stab him real good now since he broke it. Ah, there we go. That's good right there.
That's a good hit.
I got in there real good. Ah, doing okay. I think I can do better though. 1, 2. Oh, yeah, I made it all the way through that time. You just gotta commit, you know.
Oh, that's a good one. That was solid. That would be in the heart.
Blade.
That would be in the heart.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. May have to send this one back to the factory and fix my little tip. Okay, well, we've tried shooting the zombie.
Just the tip, chat. Just the tip.
We've tried stabbing the zombie. Now how about we stab and shoot the zombie? First up, it's going to be the 25 ACP. Here we go. Now, you gotta twist it. Then you get your little trigger out, and then
Hey. Wish we could see the other side of it.
Now we have the 22. I'm not going to twist this one. We're just going to start with the trigger down. And I'm going to give him one of these. You know what? Fresh spot.
You can see the rounds. You can see them right here. They're just hanging out. They're literally all just hanging out right here.
That right there, folks, is why I'm more terrified of knives than I am guns. Let's check out our damage here.
True story.
We have lots of what you would call muzzle burn, I guess, and unburnt powder all over him. I don't know if we made it through him. Oh, looky there. We have quite a few bullets on this side. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets.
Look, okay, look at from this angle, look at the trails leading up to the bullets. Chat, you know what? This makes me think of like something out of like a space thing where you've got like spaceships flying through space, and this is their contrails flying through space. Like the rounds are the ships, and then this is like the thruster exhaust behind it. It's like 4 ships flying through space. It looks really cool.
It almost made it all the way through him, but not quite. And while looking
Yes,
at
I
him,
am a nerd.
I did not realize.
Yes, I am.
We actually did hit him in the face earlier, and there is a bullet, I think it's a 25 ACP, right by his ear. I'm gonna turn this guy around. Oh dear. Yeah, that was good. Now we're gonna see what happens if we give him the old sneak attack. Scenario, you have a zombie, you're sneaking up behind him, and you have 2 Milligun knife guns. Here we go. We're gonna go for the old stab, shoot, stab, shoot.
I hope that he does an actual like zombie attack and instead comes up and hits right here at the base of the skull and then fires. Because if he can't penetrate into the brain with the knife, he can shoot and then get the 22 or the 25 blowing out the brain. I hope he does that.
Let's check out our damage here. We're just having some fun today, you know? I'm afraid I may have broke the tip on this one too. Kind of got carried away. I probably did. That's jammed in there really good. Oh, I didn't. Look at that. Perfect. And for the record, I mean, pretty much any knife, I think, if I stabbed into bone like that as hard as I can, I think the tip's probably going to break. You can see a lot of powder burn here and lots of good hits. But what I want to point out is here with the 25 ACP and the 22, did not do a whole lot of damage when we went for these headshots. I think that one did go in, and we broke the skull a little bit here.
I want to see him stab up into the base right here and then pull the trigger and see what it would do.
But not that much damage. I don't believe we made it all the way through with, oh dear, he's not doing too good. I'm not really sure if we made it through the front with those rounds or not. But I gotta say, that would be pretty effective on a zombie, I would think. As long as they're not the zombies from 28 days later, because those things are really fast, and I'm not really sure if I'd sneak up behind one. So far, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed
Dawn of the Dead
with these knife guns. But hear me out. I understand 22 long rifle, 25 ACP. They're smaller rounds, more compact. You can fit more of them in the handle. But what if you jumped it up a little bit? We stick with 22, right? But you add a little more gunpowder. 22, 250. This thing is pushing a 50 grain 22 bullet at 3,800 feet per second. I mean, that would really do the trick if you ask me. So I just want to see what that would look like. So we have some zombie left, and I just so happen to have a 22 250. So now I'm going to demonstrate what it would look like if you had a 22 250 knife gun. Okay, here we go.
What the heck? Holy shit! My head!
Holy fuck! I mean, I don't need 6 shots if one will do that. I do have 2 more rounds in here though, so I can't waste them.
I know.
Let's give him one more. Let's do one more, like point blank, right? Like
God.
There. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Jesus.
Oh. I say that'll do it.
Holy fuck, that cavitation was insane.
Unfortunately for this
Holy crap,
zombie,
it opened up like a softball-sized hole in it.
Oh dear. May be done with me though. I got one more thing I want to try. I have W's pocket knife. I really want to try this thing out.
God.
See if it's worth any count. Let's see here. Looks pretty sharp. Let's see how sharp it is. I'm just gonna give it a little slice. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. Oh dear. Oh, that's really sharp. Kind of afraid to stab with it because I don't want the clothes on my hand. Oh. That's wild. Wow, that got in there pretty deep. That's pretty neat, actually. I might have to try the big blade. Let's see here. That's pretty awesome. I can see why he carries such a big pocket knife. Ugh. All right,
God.
let's give him a stab. But before I do, if you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check out STI. There's a link in the description down below. Oh, he hit some bone. Hit some bone. I don't think we're breaking that tip, though. Nope, no way. Tell you what, I'm going to go for in between the ribs.
Stop, where there's a will, there's a
I
way.
think we made it all the way through. Probably so.
Holy
Let's see if we
crap.
can just kind of... Oh, yep.
Now that's a knife.
Oh. Almost got it all the way through there. I'm stuck on a rib, I think. Oh, there we go.
Did it just fart?
Well, I'm going to say I approve of W's knife. That's pretty sweet. I think that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you thought about the Meligun gun knives in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give today's video a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. And also don't forget to pick up some Kentucky Ballistics merch or some decals and get entered in to win the Ballistic Bandit because you only got 1 week left. There's a link in the description down below that will take you to KentuckyBallistics.com, and if for some reason it's not working, just swing over to bunkerbranding.com. Oh, this is gross. This is really gross. I probably shouldn't do this.
No. Oh,
And as
the
always,
splatter.
my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
That was great. Those were impressive knives, I must say. Like, honestly, I could see that being in any hiker's kit. Like those are legit knives that you could that any like outdoorsman or hiker could have in their kit, and it would be justifiable. Like, they're good functioning knives, plus you're getting like a 22 or a 25 ACP. Yeah, I could see it. I'd carry one. 100%. If I was to go backpacking, I'd 100% have one of those strapped to my pack. Hell yes.
Ember burns